Hello and welcome to today's video. This is a really exciting one, and today I'm going to be going through a collection of ways that you can get access to books and to reading for either free or cheap. So yeah, and I use pretty much all of these ways, like pandemic dependent, to access free or cheap books, and they work really well for me, so hopefully these will be useful for you as well. So number one is go to the library, and this is probably one that everyone already knows. Libraries are pretty much in every town or city, and in the UK at least, libraries are completely free to join, and you can normally take out a few books at a time, so you have a wide range of access to a wide range of books, hopefully, fingers crossed, depending on where you live. It's completely free and there's a wide range of books available. So number two is kind of related to this, but it's something that I wasn't aware of until current world events, and that is that often libraries will have an online platform that they are linked to that you can use through the library for completely free. So for instance, my library is linked to an app called BorrowBox, and it's an app that I can get on my phone, and I can get audiobooks and ebooks for completely free. It works the same as the library, so you might have to like wait for it to become available or wait for the person before you in the queue to finish it, but it's completely free and really easy to use. And for BorrowBox at least, you can take out up to 4 audiobooks and 4 ebooks at the same time, and I believe it depends on the book, but you normally get about 25-ish days to read them, and if no one else is after it, you can just renew it and keep it for as long as you need. And obviously the one I use is BorrowBox, but every library will be linked to some sort of app. I know there's quite a few different ones out there, so your local library will probably be linked to one of those. And if you can't find the information online, give them a call or pop in and ask them, because they will be able to help. Then number 3, this is a little bit of a cheeky one, I'm not gonna lie, but this is just to take advantage of all of the free trials that are out there. So a lot of apps and websites offer free trials, such as like Audible and Scribd, and you just really need to take advantage of that. I actually pay for Scribd now, but before I did, and with both Scribd and Audible, you can bet my personal email address had a free trial, my other email address had a free trial, Jay's email address had a free trial, and I just really made the most of the freeness first to decide if it was actually something I wanted to pay for. And to be honest, Audible I don't personally think I would pay for. I know they're changing it around a bit right now, so maybe in the future, but yeah, it's quite expensive, but there's so many free trials going around, and especially if you search a few videos on YouTube, you can often get better free trials. So for instance, I'll leave a link in the description for the Scribd free trial that'll get you 60 days rather than 30, so you can always use that for Scribd. And all that I do is, as soon as I sign up for a free trial, I then get in my calendar, so I use Google Calendars, and I put in an alarm on my calendar for the day I need to cancel. Then I don't forget about it, I don't end up paying anything. On the day I need to cancel it, the alarm will come up on my phone, I'll cancel it, and I won't pay. So I just really do use as much of the freeness as I can. Then on to the 4th way, and again this is for free. You can use Google Books. This is just a part of Google. I think it's something like books.google.com or google.books.com. And you do have to search for the individual book, but this is a really good way to read classics. A lot of classics are on there to read for free. Some books it will only show you previews of, but there are a lot on there for free. So you search for the book, find a free version of it, and you can just read it off of that. It literally just says read for free, you click the button and you can read it. This might take a little longer than a lot of the other methods, because you do have to search for the books until you find a free version, or until you find a book you can read for free. So it does take a little bit longer, but there is quite a lot on there, and I mean, it works and it's free, so yeah. Then the 5th way that I access free and cheap books is Kindle. And you don't need to own a Kindle device for this, you don't need to actually have a Kindle. they have an app. So as long as you've got a smartphone, you can download the Kindle app and get access to all of the Kindle books on that app. And obviously because it is a bigger platform, you can spend money and purchase books, but what I personally do is I keep my eye open on all of the free books, and I'll go up to 99p. I'm willing to pay 99p for a book, so I'll keep my eyes open for those. And it's a great way to access loads and loads of books. And if you do want to try this out but you're not sure how to find free books, or you don't want to trudge through and like try and find them, Google search good books on Kindle for free, something like that, it will come up. There are lists. I think there's an entire list on Goodreads of just free Kindle books. I think there's like over 400 on there, so obviously that gives you the rating straight away as well. But yeah, there's so much information online. Just Google free Kindle books, there'll be someone recommending them somewhere. And now we are going to go into ways that aren't free but will cost very little. I'm talking less than £2 a book, although oftentimes even less than that. So number 6 is book swapping, and this is best done with a group of people that have a similar taste in reading to you. And all that you have to do is, say you've got a group of 4 people and you want to buy a new paperback. Let's say you don't want to buy secondhand for this, say you want to buy new, so a new paperback in the supermarket or on sale, you can get it for what, like £6. So 4 people, £6. So you are paying £6 for that book, but because there's 4 of you, you're going to get the opportunity to read 4 books, because you can just pass it round in a little book swapping circle. And of course you can make that circle as big or as small as you like. And oftentimes you'll find, if you've got a group of like-minded people who just want to read and read as much as they can, it'll be perfectly fine to buy books second-hand as well, and you can get them in the charity shop sometimes for as little as 50p. So yeah, I think that is a really good way. Obviously you need to find your group of people, but if you can find them locally as well, so you don't have to pay postage to get it round to each other, I think it's a really cool way to do it. And it's not something I'm personally doing at the moment, but we do have a bookshelf in our living room, so when friends come round we've got a little like book system going on there. So it's not exactly a circle, but it is something that we're working towards. So moving on to number 7. Now, I don't even know if this is a thing in every country, but at least in the UK, in a lot of supermarkets, after you've paid for your shopping and you get past the tills, there'll be a bookcase or two, and they'll be set up for some sort of charity, and you can drop books off there as well. But yeah, it's just bookcases, and you can look through the books, pick one up, and normally there's a bucket nearby and it asks for a donation of 50p or £1. But because everyone just donates here and it's for charity, you normally get a vast range of books. In fact, I went yesterday and there's books on all sorts. I think there was like a Star Trek book, there was some like good thrillers that like I'd heard of, and I think I even spotted one book on that case where I think it was a 50p donation on that one, and the supermarket was currently selling that book for like £5. So yeah, definitely worth checking out, and it can be a really cool way. What I often find when you look at books from there, sometimes people will have wrote like a little post-it note in them as well, telling you like something, or like saying they enjoyed it or whatever. So it can be a really cool way to like do it within your community as well. But yeah, that is great. So if where you live the supermarkets do that sort of thing, look at them. Sometimes it does feel like they're just for old people, but give them a proper look. Like, you can actually get some really good stuff there. Then we go to number 8 and this is to use Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is amazing. I absolutely love using it for absolutely everything. And of course, if there's something particular you're looking for, you can search it. But if you just want to find books and find books for cheap, then there is an entire category on there called something like books, music and film. Some sort of combination of those 3 words. You can go on it and just scroll through the deals. And obviously, because it is a marketplace, people can choose how much they're selling it for. There's some people who do put books on for silly prices. Ignore those. If you keep looking, you'll find some really good deals. And a lot of people are just selling books for cheap because they'd like to make a little bit of money off them, but they're not silly prices. You can get entire box sets on there sometimes for a really good price. I know I have. So next we've got number 9, and this is to use second-hand online bookshops. So the most common one that I'm aware of is Aid Books, but there's absolutely loads around. And the great thing about this option is that you can search in a search bar for the exact book that you're looking for. Now unfortunately, because of this, it does make buying this way a little bit more pricey because of the convenience of it, but you can normally still get some really good deals second hand, especially if you're not super urgent and eager to get the book. If you wait a few weeks, prices fluctuate quite a lot, so you can normally find them still pretty cheap. Now number 10, last but definitely not least, this is actually my favourite way to shop for books, and this is charity shops. Going book shopping in charity shops, it's absolutely amazing. I personally love it. You can get such good quality books for such a cheap price, and it's kind of giving the books a second life. You are like taking them back with you, giving them another chance to be read, and also normally supporting a really good cause. With this option, you do need to search for the books that you're going to be interested within the shops, but I personally find this as part of the fun of doing it this way. You know, it's so exciting when you find that book you're looking for. Like for me, there's a few series I'm trying to complete, and if I can't find them in a few months time, I will end up just buying them online. But it's so much fun. There's been so many books as part of series that I've found in the charity shop and ended up getting complete series for as little as like 50p a book. It's absolutely amazing. I absolutely love it. Would 100% recommend this option. So yeah, that is everything. I do hope that you've enjoyed the video, and I hope that you've got some like inspiration, some ideas, some like help to find these books and where to look. And I hope that you found these options interesting. If you're aware of a way to find books for free or cheap that I haven't mentioned in this video, please do leave them down below. I would love to know them. And yeah, if you like the video, do give it a like. Subscribe down below if you would like to see more content like this. And yeah, hopefully I will see you next time. Bye.